Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me. It's a real pleasure for me to participate in this community call. And generally speaking, I want to really double down in Africa region. I think it's very important. I think it's a great place. And generally speaking, I think that the crypto is a real opportunity for a lot of countries in Africa, also in LATAM, etc. These kind of regions. So I think it's why, because I think that crypto is one of the best industry in terms of giving equal opportunities to people, because it's very rare actually that you can have equal access to opportunities in the Web2 space, but we can discuss about that later maybe. So yes, I can say a few words about me. So right now I'm working at Starkware, so I'm the head of ecosystem, and I'm also leading the exploration team. And before joining Starkware, I was mainly working on Ethereum. So I have been working as Ethereum core developer for 4 years. My biggest work on Ethereum was about EIP 1559, which is the big change on Ethereum that was bringing the burn of fees and these kind of things. It was a very big change on Ethereum, a very controversial one also, because there was some political discussions with miners and so on. And then I also worked for a year in Cosmos ecosystem. I was interested by this interoperability and multi-chain vision, but then quickly I realized that there is nothing that matches Ethereum ecosystem. Really, Ethereum is very special. It has a unique culture, unique values, and the social layer on Ethereum is amazing. So I was really missing that, and then wanted to come back on Ethereum. But then I thought that I did, because I worked a lot on the layer one, so I wanted to discover new aspects, and I wanted to help to scale Ethereum, because it's the biggest issue we have to solve for Ethereum. So naturally, I wanted to work on a layer two. Then I did an analysis of all existing solutions, and my conclusion was that Starknet was the most promising solution. By the way, in between, I was also co-founder of OnlyDust, working with Grégoire and Paco. And my first mission was to identify on which layer 2 we would be building OnlyDust. And the conclusion was that the best solution was Starknet. And then after a few time, I joined Starkware, and now I am the first and biggest customer of OnlyDust. So I think it's a good story. And here I am, and now I'm leading I need to work on the growth of the ecosystem, and also I'm leading the exploration team and whatnot.
That's amazing. Yeah. Paul, are you here? I think Paul had network issues.
Yeah, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, we can hear you.
Okay, cool. I think I would let Blessing take this over. I want to highlight a little bit of plans we have for 2024 as Starknet Africa, because starting from 2022, we started building the community, and last year we were able to reach a whole lot of countries generally. So right now we have more countries like in Africa being interested in Starknet, and we're able to do this by hosting different bootcamps, different educational content and all. So this year we are actually going to continue the same stuff, but then we actually want the end product to be to build out products like from each community, like in Africa, because we do think that Starknet is actually the right place to build, right? Well, outside that, though, I think Blessing, can you please just take it off from here, if possible?
Yeah, sure, no problem. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Starknet Africa Community Call. My name is Blessing Emma. I'm very happy to have you all here. Hi, Abel. It's so good to see you. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be talking about Starknet and the African ecosystem. Abel is going to tell us a roadmap about the plan for Starknet this year, 2024. And then apart from that, the builders from Africa will come and talk about what they want to do in terms of, we have like communities in Congo, Kenya, Nigeria. So the team will come and talk about their plans in case anyone is interested. And apart from that, we're going to talk about how we are coming together as one. So before I start bringing up the different leads for the different communities to come and talk about their plan for the year, Abel, can you like shed some light about like Starknet's plan for the year? Yes, we know the Stark provision, like we got the Stark tokens, which is amazing. Yes, but then what else should we look forward to? Like what should developers, what should builders look forward to?
Yes, sure. So in terms of the roadmap for Starknet for this year, so yes, as you said, now the token is out, and I'm happy for everyone here who got it and whatnot. I saw very beautiful stories, and some of them were really life-changing stories. So it's beautiful to see that, and I want to see more and more stories like that in the future. But yes, it's only the beginning. That was an important milestone, but now the real work will start. So in terms of the Starknet protocol itself, like the two main aspects that we will be focusing on are the performances and the fee reduction. So there is a post on the community forum that explains the plans for the roadmap this year, but to give few topics. So on the fee reduction, we have the next step that is coming very soon with the next Ethereum upgrade that is coming mid-March, hopefully. This will bring big fee reduction because of the EIP 4844 on Ethereum. That will reduce the cost of data availability. And then we will continue to work on improving the cost to make fees cheaper for users, because it will be super important. And in parallel to that, we will be working a lot on performances to improve the throughput of the network and being able to execute more transactions and bring more applications. Because if we want mass adoption, we need to be able to handle much more transactions. So this will be an important focus for this year. And in terms of the ecosystem and the applications I would like to see, I think there are many verticals, of course, but one of them is gaming, that we can see that is kind of exploding on Starknet, and I think it's good. And Starknet is a great place for that because of the Cairo VM and the fact that you can do heavy computation on chain, which is pretty unique to Starknet. And then, of course, we need much more DeFi applications for sure. Generally speaking, I think I would like also to see much more application leveraging account abstraction, because this is something that is very important for bringing a very good user experience. And for the moment, we haven't seen a lot of applications using account abstraction in innovative ways to bring Web2-like experiences. Of course, we have the wallets like Bravos and Argent that already are using account abstraction and are bringing interesting features. Like, for example, like we saw, Bravos was so confident about the 2FA security that they published the seed of one wallet with $150K, and no one was able to hack it because of the hardware security. But it was a very good showcase of what you can do with what level of security you can have with account abstraction. So I think it was a very good marketing choice for them to do that. But yes, I think now what will be important probably is to have consumer applications. Like, I think it will be important to have really applications that will drive organic traffic and activity on the network. I think this will make the difference. And also, one cool thing is that it will also open the door to much more developers that want to contribute, but don't know Cairo yet. So of course you can learn Cairo to build smart contracts and whatnot. But I want to remind everyone that you can still contribute to Starknet even if you don't know Cairo. So on application front-end development and whatnot, and more generally, even if you are not a developer, you can still contribute in non-technical area like design, marketing, stuff like that. So I encourage also the community to bring much more people and not only builders. Of course, we need a lot of developers and whatnot, but we need also founders, people that can run a businesses and stuff like that, marketing and everything. So I really encourage everyone here to bring as many people as you can to build strong teams and products. And if you don't know Cairo yet, but you are a front-end developer or an application developer, you can contribute and build something meaningful on the network.
Yeah. Thank you very much for that. Because of most people that want to get into the Starknet ecosystem, they think that they have to be like a Cairo developer. And most people be like, I have to learn Cairo even if I'm a developer before I can start coding. But now you're saying that you don't always have to be a coder. You could just be a writer. You could be a designer. You can manage products, and then you actually can contribute to the Starknet.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that, Abel. So, and also, guys, I hope that you took notes of what Abel said about ideas that you can build. Please read around account abstraction. It is very interesting. And also, like we said, consumer products. So DeFi protocols, just play around with some things, and we are definitely here to support you all. So we'll be going on to the next session right now, where I'll be calling upon one of the community leads, that's Dicky, and he's going to come and talk about his community and showcase what they are going to be doing for this year. So Dicky, are you available? Hi.
Yes, hi. Hi, how are you? I hope I'm audible enough, right? Perfect. Yeah. So I'm Dickens. Let's say I spearhead efforts to bring Starknet here in Kenya. So what we did basically mostly last year was to onboard devs into learning Cairo, understanding the ecosystem, basically equipping them with the prerequisite skills so that they'll be able to build and also understand the technology itself. So this year, what we are focusing on more is now building on top of that, because we don't want to stagnate into learning. So we are looking forward to building, and the type of meetups that we would wish to organize would be one where we either brainstorm on ideas or support each other in terms of building whatever product that anyone amongst our team is doing. Because last year the meetup was mainly focused around learning and then showcasing the skills that we've been able to get. But I'm so proud of my team in Africa, because in Kenya to be specific, because they've been able to even do products. Someone like Dalmas, Molly, Shvik, they have tools and products that are already existing within the Starknet ecosystem. So that is really nice. So what we are really focusing on this time is just pushing on the boundaries, building more products, and also, yeah, just playing around with the technology. Because again, thank you guys for the ECMP and the airdrop. I think right now we have the ability to tinker with the technology right now, because at least our bases are sought in some way. Yeah, so that is the focus from Kenya. So I'd be advising that you look out for us, look out for for products from here. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Can we also create a group with all the different leads of each community, so that you can share to me the different milestones for different projects and tell me about projects that need help or support on anything? I really want to look out for all of you, and if we can create a group with all the leads of each community, it will be helpful. And yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That's possible. We'll just create a group, and then we'll keep you updated. Thank you very much for that, Dickens. So next up will be let me see, Darlington. Would you like to talk about Starknet Africa in Nigeria? Your mic is muted.
Yeah, sure. Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello, Abdel. Hello, everyone. So I'm Darlington. Basically, I'm part of the Starknet Africa team, and I think we basically kicked off Starknet Africa about 2 years ago. That was 2022 to be specific. And I guess we started from the conference we had in Lagos. And since then, probably held bootcamps and organized meetups. I think the first meetup we officially organized was the one in Lagos last year, and we have another one coming up for that should be 9th of March. Of course, if you are anywhere around Lagos, would probably love to see you in the meetup. But outside that, right, we have plans to like get a lot of community members involved in building. And so because of that, I together with Kelvin, I don't know if he's in the call, so we decided to start this little exploration thing, which is trying to mimic basically what you guys do at Starkway, which is basically come up with cool project ideas and get the community to build. We apply for grants and only those and basically incentivize builders. So we started with the token bound project, which has been successful thus far. We've practically hit a lot of parts in our roadmap. I think currently we have the UI almost completed. We have the smart contracts, which will be audited by 2nd week of March. And after which we are looking to partner with the official token bound proposals. That's Jaden Window, who proposed ERC 6551. So we've been looking at how we can build a bridge between token bound accounts on other chains to Starknet. So it's a difficult problem, but we've been trying to find a way to hack around it. And of course, we would definitely keep everyone updated. So it's open to everybody. So it's not like in Nigerian thing, it's not a Nigerian community thing. Like I said, it's like a Starknet Africa thing. So if you're interested in contributing to it, we have like this little group. You could just join the token bound group. And there are a lot of issues. I think at the moment we have the SDK repo, which has like a lot of open issues because one of the challenges we are currently having, right, is being able to like allow token bound accounts connect to dApps, because token bound accounts are basically they are like normal accounts. They give NFTs the ability to like carry out every functionality that a normal account can carry. But the thing here is the bottleneck is they are owned by a parent account, which means that for you to execute a transaction, you have to pass through the parent account. So we've been trying to like find a way to hack around it so dApps can basically you can use your token bound account on a dApp like a normal account without having to like feel any tension or friction. And yeah, so there are a lot of open issues, and we are very much open to like having more persons join the group and to pick up stuff. And yeah, it's very much open to beginners. You don't have to be a Cairo wizard, you don't have to be badass. We try to simplify issues. And if you run into problems, you can ask questions on the group chat and like get attended to. I think apart from that, we have a bootcamp coming up. And so the bootcamp somewhere in 2nd quarter, we haven't decided yet. And that's for people who are probably looking to get started with Cairo. Of course, I think it's going to be our 4th bootcamp, I think, since we started, right? So if you're looking to join, like I said, it's open to everybody. You can just apply. We'll probably make an announcement after the coming conference. Yeah, I forgot to mention, we are having the largest Starknet conference in Lagos. That will be coming up by May 11th. So we are expecting an attendance of over 300 persons. And a lot of plans are going into it. Paul is the one coordinating it. And yeah, we are looking to use the opportunity to like onboard a lot of Nigerians, get a lot of persons like stack build. That's the plan basically. And yeah, so I think that's it. Yeah. So I don't know if I'm forgetting anything. I think Paul has a more detailed roadmap. I am just more focused on
that's amazing. That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
Really, thank you for all the efforts you are putting. That's amazing and beautiful to see. One thing I really encourage everyone and the community leads to, for each the project you are doing and all repositories. First of all, please submit a pull request to Awesome Starknet repository to be listed. It's a repository where we have the link of a lot of Starknet repositories, so it will give you visibility. And also submit a pull request to Electric Capital to be counted in the Starknet ecosystem projects. It's very important that all builders in Africa are counted in those reports. And then also for all the projects, I really suggest you to do video demo of the project, and also to write contents like blog posts, and also write Twitter threads and share. And each time you have something, please share to me, and we will amplify it from our accounts and whatnot, to give visibility and boost the African community. So yes, yeah, that's very cool, man.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
No problem. Thank you
Very
so much, Abdel. Yeah.
Thank you. Abel, please, can you do us a favor, and those links that you mentioned, can you drop them in the chat session? Yes, thank you very much. So our next up, we'll be going to Elias to talk about what you're doing in Uganda. Hi. Your mic is muted.
Oh, hey, how are you? We are doing an amazing job in Uganda. I believe we're doing an amazing job in Uganda. We have had one developer meetup, so that happened in December. Yeah, 2nd December. Yes, we had one developer meetup. We are thinking of having another developer bootcamp, but now we want this to be a local bootcamp. So we go to universities within Uganda, and then we onboard them onto Starknet by during that bootcamp. So they could as well join the Starknet Africa bootcamp. However, I believe that if we go to the community directly, like they see our faces, and we can, it's easier for them to like interact with us directly, get technical support from us. And yeah, so that is in the pipeline, and we have plans of doing it sometime next month and April. Other than that, we are building products within Uganda as well on Starknet. So personally, I participated in the Starknet Hacker House India, where I did win actually, and we were building an on and off ramp for Sub-Saharan Africa.
Congratulations!
So, oh wow, thank you. So we're building an on and off ramp for Sub-Saharan Africa, something that can be pluggable in Agent Wallet and into Bravos. Yeah, and we are still in talks with them. We are also building a product that is called, we're calling it Nebula. So the goal is to be able to scan a contract on Starknet, and it will be able to assess if the contract is vulnerable to a scam, like if it's probably a scam contract. The way that is going to be done is going to be, it assesses the liquidity available for that contract, the wallet, the ownership of the tokens in that contract. So if you have, say, 80% owned to one person, then there's a likelihood of it being a rug pull. Yeah. Then also, if the tokens can have been locked, what's the total value locked? Yeah, and different factors as well. Yeah, we're also working on that here in Uganda. And yeah, there are different developers as well. Yep.
Yeah. Because it makes me think about a project that we are doing as part of the exploration team, which is called Unreggable Meme. I don't know if you saw it, but maybe you could also take inspiration of because some of the stuff you mentioned, we implemented them on Unreggable, but this is very cool that you are doing this project. I think it's very useful, but I wanted to highlight that maybe it can help you, and you can take inspiration on some aspects if you need. Yeah, that's very cool. And you are planning to build also, the front end to basically, I imagine you will have a form and you pass the address, and then it will scan the contract and give you a score based on some metrics. Okay, very cool.
Yes, exactly. I did check out Undruggable Meme, and I did share the idea in the Starknet cores group as well. I checked out the site. It wasn't so revealing. Like there wasn't really a lot to come by on the website. So I did not read the code base though, but maybe I should check it out. Other than that, there are people doing amazing work here in Uganda. We have a team. We have Vianney as well. He's in the call. He's doing an amazing job educating and writing repository and writing some documentation on what he's doing on Starknet. And yeah, I think that's what we have here.
Thank you very much for that.
Thank you
for Starknet Uganda. Really happy to have you guys on board. So I'll be calling on Elias from Congo. Is anyone here from Congo? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, good to have you guys. And yeah, hello. This Elias from Congo. So just I think a few things about our plan here. So as last year we worked on onboarding developers, new people in the community. And we are very happy that we have some developers who got the tokens here, which gave another motivation to other guys. And thank you, Darlington, for your guidance for the guys who had some issues getting their provision. So this year we are going to focus on building. We think that learning by building is much better than only organizing like meetups to talk about the technology and the different tools. So we'll focus on open source development with Only Dust to make sure that the developers are contributing on Only Dust. But also we are going to work on a project. It's like inspired by Madara. I had a discussion with Dickens I think it was in December in Kenya when we met. It is trying to think about something that can work offline and commit the proofs after connection. I mean, after we have internet back. So it's something that we are going to explore this year and see what we can do, because it can have some impacts in Africa, especially in areas where connection can be an issue. And we think that Stacks can be a solution for that. So while we are working on that, we'll keep you guys updated, and we'll like to have like your support from everywhere. Once we have like a roadmap clear, we'll share it and have like a public repo so that anyone can contribute to that project. Yeah,
that's very cool. That's a super cool idea. And yes, indeed, it makes a lot of sense, especially in Africa, where you have a lot of places without good internet connection. So yes, that's a very good idea. Please keep us updated and let me know if you need anything, any help or any support. Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. By the way, I've sent you on Telegram an invitation to the Starknet Congo group, because we have all in that group. We have Louis and other guys.
Okay.
So
I did not see the invitation. Can you ping me again?
yes, let me do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Blessing.
Thank you very much, Lara. So everyone, before the next speaker comes on board, if you're a builder or you have any question or you have anything you want to showcase, we just have spots for like 2 people. So just signify, and then I will just, when it's time, I'll call you on and you present your work. And before we continue again, if you have any project that you're working on, please, you can reach out. If you are in any African community, you can reach out to your lead there, and then we will help you convey your, maybe what you're working on to Abel. So Abel is very busy. So if everyone keeps on DMing him, he will not have time. But if we have like a bunch of projects that we can compile and then we talk to him about it, then it's easier for us all to like work together and make everything possible. So that's it. I want anyone. Well, yes, Abel, that works.
Please, can we, Oli, can you come on stage, please? I wanted to remind you all that Oli is now part of the ecosystem team. So you can also reach out to Oli if you need anything. Oli is amazing. And please feel free to reach out to him. Oli, you want to say a few words for our friends in Africa?
Hi. Very nice to see some of your faces. Yeah, I really love kind of the African community. I also lived 2 years in Mauritius. So Mauritius is not perfectly Africa. They are kind of a little bit special somehow. But I kind of have a very good connection to this community.
Hi. Thank
Hi.
you very much. Okay, so we'll be calling on our next speaker, and that will be Sherry from Ghana. Yeah. Please, we just have a few minutes. We're working with time, so let's just make it very brief.
Yeah,
Or anyone from Ghana? Okay, yeah. Jerry, you can talk.
all right. So I just want to thank everyone for joining the call and also for having this prepared this call. I'm Jerry from Ghana. We have a team of 5 members. We are currently trying to build and set up a footprint of Starknet in Ghana, and it's been great. We have so many events lined up. We are still in discussion with Paul to approve that, and then we get that started with. So yeah, we just want to say everyone, thank you all for giving us the support and also for giving us the great recognition that we've seen so far. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Amazing, my friend. Nice to meet you, and thank you for being in the family, in the Starknet family.
Okay, thank you so much. So anyone from Congo? Is anyone from Congo, yeah?
We did Congo already, no?
Which
Yeah.
Congo?
Yeah, which another Congo?
We've done Congo.
How many Congo
where's
do
the
we
Congo?
have?
Sorry, I
Where's
meant Cote
the Congo?
Yeah. Sorry, actually, yes. I'm done. Sorry. Yes, I forgot. Actually. Yes.
It's
No
fine.
problem.
Anyone
Thank
from
you.
anyone from the Cote d'Ivoire community, yeah? Anyone? I know someone should be here. Well, okay, then it's fine. Also, if you guys have any question, this is the perfect time to ask Abel your question. So I have a question for you, Abel. My question is that people are asking that, yes, we love the tech and all, but people that got their Stark token, they're asking what can they do with it? So they are not aware of what they can use it to do. So apart from converting to USDT or fiat, what else can they do with it in the Stark ecosystem?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. Okay. For the token itself, on the protocol level, I would say there are 3 main features, actually only 2 of them right now. First of all, it's the gas token, so you pay transaction with it, but it's obvious, but I wanted to remind everyone the different utilities of the token. Then you have the governance that will help you to contribute to discussions on the changes on the protocol. You can delegate your tokens to be part of the governance. And then another one that will come later will be staking as part of the decentralization process of the network. But okay, now as a user, what you can do with it, I think right now is a good moment because we have the DeFi Spring program, which is a program led by and run by the foundation. This is an incentive program basically of 40 million stocks that will be used to provide incentives for people using DeFi applications on Starknet. So it can be lending, borrowing, providing collateral, stuff like that. You can check the list of the different applications that are part of the program in the tweet thread of the Starknet Foundation. We can maybe link it later. Yes, the DeFi Spring. And then you will have all information. There will be multiple phases. And for each phases, there will be new projects that will be added. So it's a good opportunity to discover applications on the network and also to gain rewards for this because of the incentive program. So right now, I think that DeFi is probably the best vertical to explore for people that want to do something with their tokens. So it's a good way, yeah, to check projects on the ecosystem and get some rewards. There will be also much more coming in the next phases. Like for example, now the foundation is setting up a gaming committee, so maybe it's likely that there will be also some incentives programs for games and stuff like that. But right now, at the moment, I think DeFi. Oh yeah, all these things: play, loot, survivor. Yes, actually, it's a good point. This is something you can do. Maybe Oli, you can share a link You can also jump if you want to explain because you know it better. You literally practice it almost every day, I see. So yeah.
In the last 2 weeks, I was a little bit busy, but usually I love to play 1 or 2 games per day. I think in the gaming space, there is a lot of experimentation happening. In the DeFi apps, you see basically what you have on also on L1 Ethereum. So it's mostly ports. There you can experience kind of the nice UX, so that you just have to click once and then the trade is done. You don't have to approve and kind of press 3 times until you made your trade. But in the gaming space, it's now still kind of early, but you experience kind of these new possibilities you can do on chain.
Okay, thank you very much, Oli, for that. Thank you so much, Abel. So we have like 2 other people that ask questions. I saw some hands go up.
There is a question in the chat as well. Maybe I can take it quickly. Any advice to developers trying to build app chains or programs for decentralizing the sequencer? So for people building app chains, I would suggest you, of course, to have a look at Madara or Katana. It depends on what kind of app chain you want to build. If this is a game app chain, probably Katana is probably better because it has smooth integration with all the Dojo stack. So Dojo is a framework to build on-chain gaming using an entity component system. But for other kind of app chains, you can use Madara because especially if you want an app chain that is decentralized, if you want a decentralized network, because Madara supports decentralization of the sequencer, you can use different consensus mechanisms. The ones that are supported at the moment are the ones supported by Substrate, like the one used in Polkadot, which is Grandpa. This is a consensus mechanism of Polkadot. Now we are working on adding support of Tendermint consensus. So yes, if you want an app chain that is decentralized, then Madara definitely is the best choice. And then if you also want to use existing infrastructure, maybe you can use roll-up as a service provider solutions, such as Carnot. So I don't know if you guys know Apurv, but he's the founder of Carnot. He's from India, and Carnot is basically a service that enable you to run your own app chain with 1 click. Basically, you set some configuration and then you can deploy your app chain on Carnot infrastructure. But yeah, app chain is very interesting area to explore. People can build custom app chain application with very specific features. And basically, for example, what you mentioned before, doing an app chain that will be capable of working even in hostile environment where nodes don't lose their connection or stuff like that. You can do very powerful stuff with an app chain. And if you want to do that, you can take Madara and customize it. So yes.
Okay. Oh, thank you so much. Hey, I've actually been doing learning a lot of Substrate with Polkadot Substrate, and I wanted to like fuse it with Starknet to come up with some app chain. So yeah, thank you for that advice.
My pleasure.
Rubel, you have a question? Yes,
Yeah.
Rubel. Yeah, your question.
There is another question in the chat, but yeah, go ahead. We can take it after. Yeah.
Okay, shall I go on?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to ask what stack apart from Cairo can be useful for a developer to be able to contribute to the Starknet ecosystem?
Yeah, good question. So in terms of if you want to, if you are talking specifically about applications, first of all front-end stack, like basically all classical JavaScript framework stack like React or whatever other JavaScript framework, it can be useful to build a decentralized application because, of course, if you want something that will be user-facing, you will need the front-end. And then usually the projects, they don't put everything on chain. They have, for example, some indexers and stuff like that. So it means that you need to deploy and to develop and deploy some backend services. And for backend, you can have whatever stack you are comfortable with. It can be Rust, it can be Go. The good thing is that we have many different Starknet SDK in many different languages. For example, there is Starknet JS, Starknet RS for Rust applications, Starknet Go, etc. So it means that you can really develop a backend in almost every language that you want. We don't want to restrict the stack to just a few languages. We want it to be very accessible. So everything that is not on-chain, because of course for the on-chain part, you can develop only in Cairo. But for everything that is not on-chain, you can almost use every language. But I would say that the most prominent stack for the moment that we see are Rust. The ecosystem is heavily Rust-based. And then also, if you are an application developer, if you want to build native application, it can be iOS application with Swift or Android application. So for everything that is not on-chain, actually you can build with almost whatever you want. But yeah, the most prominent stack, yes, is Rust. And probably the second one is TypeScript and JavaScript, and then Go.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome also. So we have just two questions. Okay, we have like three. Okay, Sharif and Mush has question, and that is all for tonight. So Mush, you raised up your hand first. Can you ask your question? And Sharif, I've seen your question in the chat.
Awesome. Thank you, Blessing. Thank you, Abdel, for taking the time to speak with us. My question was, you talked about gaming on Starknet, like that is one of the key areas that you're hoping the ecosystem is going to expand to. So my question is, what type of games are you looking at? Is it going to be like the previous cycle games of play to earn like Axel Infinity? Or is it a new kind of hybrid games, the ones that we've seen like the Heroes of Navia, the mobile game that is currently, I think it has some NFTs that are being printed on some chain, but the game is basically like a normal, mobile game.
Yeah.
Like what sort of games are you looking at?
Yeah, it's a good question. Maybe Oli, you want to tackle this one because you know games better than me. Yeah.
Sure. I play everyday games, as Abdel said before. No, I think what's really different from Starknet to other chains. On other chains, you have mostly just kind of the NFTs or the scores on chain, and on Starknet, you can really have the entire game logic on chain. So, for example, Survivor, the front end, it looks like from the 80s or 90s maybe. But when you look at the game mechanics and kind of what's going on in the back end, it's really like the same thing like you would have in a normal Web 2 game. So there you can kind of experience for the first time what's really possible on Starknet. So you can really have kind of just normal Web 2 games, also with the same user experience like Web 2 games, but more or less everything on chain, or for sure the game logic. There you have then other problems because now everything is kind of transparent. So when you build a bot or something, you can kind of win every game. So there also then comes the bot protection into the play. And Loot Survivor is very good in that. So you can also see how they solve that. If you would not solve it, for example, like Game of Life, then it's just heavily botted and it's not really fun anymore, and you can cheat and whatever. Yeah. So basically, the line, you can do everything which you can do on Web 2, and you also have now like 50 games already building.
Yeah. That's a very good point. Actually, I would add that yes, you can build games, but you can also build some more infrastructure for games, because as Oli said, the transparency of the blockchain is limiting for some use cases. So maybe you can build stuff that are anti-cheat mechanisms, stuff like that, with, for example, commit reveal scheme, where actually both, if you have a PvP game, have both players committing their intention and then revealing them on chain, but they cannot change, stuff like that. You can build some privacy-friendly game, or mechanism to improve the UX, like for example, session keys that will enable you to use the session key for the duration of the game because you don't want to open the wallet each time you do an action. I guess many of the games have it, but I don't know how mature is the infrastructure and how easy it is to use this kind of mechanism. But yes, you can build games, but also maybe infrastructure for games. Both are very cool. But yes, I would like to see much more games. And if you are building a game, let us know, and we will try it and help you also to build it. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sherry, if you have a question, but I think that Ollie answered your question. Is that fine? Let me see. Okay, so I'm sorry we can't take much more question because of time. So we have to end it here. But if you have any question, you can just ask on the community and then we will get Abel or anyone to respond. But because of time, we can't take more on this call. But I want to say, Abel, thank you so much. Ollie, thank you so much for honoring us and coming on this call to talk to the StarkNet Africa community. We are happy to have you. And thank you so much. And
Thank you. Yeah.
before we want to take a good picture. So everyone, if you want to turn on your camera, yes.
Yeah, let's take a picture. Good idea. I will tweet it. Yeah.
All right. Are you? Oh, say we're turning your camera now. That's nice. So are we all ready? Can we? Are you okay? Let me just give you 5 seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2. Are we ready? I want to take the pictures now. Everyone say cheese. Cheese. You can take pictures on your own end also. Say cheese. Cheese. All right. Thank you so much for joining.
Can you send one picture in the group? I will tweet it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Take care. Bye, guys. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Emma. You handled it well.
No problem. Take care, everyone. See you in the community and be active. Thank you.